Hello and welcome, fellow tankers. There are news in World of Tanks again. The Waffenträger is back, and with him a new ridiculous story in this half-baked storyline that's not really worth mentioning. And of course, loot boxes. To cut things short, in my opinion, the loot boxes are completely thrown money out of the window, the tanks mostly not worth talking about, and the probability of pulling one is an absolutely fabulously cheeky 2%. The only two tanks worth mentioning are the CS59 Liz and the SHBTK TVP 100, and all of them will probably be available for direct purchase for significantly less money at some point in the next few months. For my part, there's absolutely no recommendation to participate in this raffle for notoriously compulsively disturbed tank masses unless you really want to blow as much sugar as possible up Wargaming's ass. Even if you want to buy the boxes for the gold, it's a bad deal because the engineer starters have 100 gold in each. That means for 15 starters for about 30 euros you get 1500 gold. In the premium shop 2500 gold costs about 10 euro. So that would be also a really bad deal. In contrast, however, it is worth playing the event only with the so-called Harriers and not with the Waffenträger, which you get almost exclusively through the loot boxes. It is relatively easy to earn 17 points a day, and every 10 points you advance one level. At the same time, there are really a lot of points to take away here compared to the effort. Some practical things like premium days or crew boosters are also in the Harrier starters, which you get for free just by finishing the missions. But above all, as you reach level 10 and level 20, you get a very strong crew member with a 0 perk and 3 fully trained perks. In the end, 2 4-perk crew members who train the 5th perk as fast as if it were the 4th perk. However, if it is like last year, the crew members can only be selected as commanders, but even with this restriction you still can get 2 very strong crew members relatively easy, and together with them at least 2600 bonds. The event will effectively run until October the 8th, so if you start today, September the 26th, and pick up the 17 points daily alone, you will have 13 days and would reach from the required 200 points even 221. So it's relatively doable and therefore also quite fair on this side from Wargaming. If you manage to get the 3rd mission of the Harriers, you will get also 1 key for the Waffenträger on E-110 daily. But this mission is quite annoying because, as it seems, you need to survive the whole match with 3 energy boosters. In this video, besides talking about the event, I want to show you how you can devastate the enemy team with the E-110 and speed up your progress in the event even more. So here we are on the Blitzträger, and let's hop right into the battle and see what's awaiting us there. I'm commenting this, of course, after I've played it. It was quite a very exciting battle, so I've chosen this one. The first one I had, it went pretty easily actually, because people didn't know how to work against the Blitzträger. But the second one was actually, I've lost this because they really knew what they had to do, and it wasn't the best map. So there's one map with a little castle in the middle, and it's pretty hard actually to stay everywhere on the map with your tank, even with teleportation, and there's a lot of stuff which is in your way. So this one didn't went so well. But that was the 3rd one, and yeah, this one actually had a pretty exciting ending, I think. So I chose this instead of the pretty easily first one. The first thing you have to do on the Blitzträger, if the game is starting, is to hit the V button, the W button, to go forward and to use your strength. Even if you're shooting like me here from quite far, most important thing is to get those tanks out of the game so they can't destroy your sentinels. So if you're starting, you're the most powerful actually. The Harriers, they are getting stronger actually every minute, kind of, because they are destroying the sentinels, and that was maybe the worst shot you have ever seen in World of Tanks. What the fuck, I was so angry about me when I dumped this thing away, because now that Fudre is still alive, and it's going to make me some trouble. But nevertheless, the game is starting, and then you're the strongest. You have all of your abilities, except the Hyperion Strike, and the enemies still have to fight against all the sentinels, so there's only one thing you have to do, and it's hitting forward and drive towards them and give them all you've got. Or if you have a good shot at them, snipe them from afar. And here I finished the last enemy into this area, so I have to teleportate, to use the teleportation here. But yeah, I wasn't aware of that way. That they are destroying the little energy thing there, so I couldn't teleportate myself, and that was actually pretty annoying. So I had to find another way, and I thought, okay, I have to wait some seconds at least, so my shield is up again. But then I recognized here the enemy is attacking the next base part. So I have to make myself useful here. As long as they are standing in the open, I can try to get them out of the game. Of course I have to eat a lot of damage here, or quite some damage, but I think it was worth it because at least I finished one of them. And now my shield is up and I can drive forward. Encounter them directly. Very good strategy in my opinion is to shoot twice next to the enemy. Yeah, that's the most powerful thing you can do. I think a good combination is to hit with two, your skill where you can like stun the enemy, which is yeah, on the number 2 button. And if they are stunned, you can try to just shoot them out of the game. And my shield is down again, very problematic. I was wasting too much time with that one Thunderbolt who is really tricking me here pretty badly. And I'm the fool. But yeah, very annoying part of that match was this one. When I was right in the middle, and that's something you should not do. Try not to get flanked from all sides, especially when your shield is not going. So what I wanted to say, yeah, stun the enemy first with number 2 or number 3 if there are lots of enemies, or behind a stone or something. With number 3 you can have some kind of electric force field around you, which stuns the enemy, and I think it makes a little bit damage to them as well. Now get out of the game. And this guy was so annoying. It was pissing me so much off. So now I'm using that force field thing, stunning him, trying to get him, and now he's slow. And finally I can get this annoying bastard out of the game. Well, you know what I mean. Of course I don't mean it personally, but it's so annoying in if you're playing it in the game that you get annoyed by this people so much. So now I have to use the Hyperion Strike because it was far away from me, and this works pretty awesome. If you have killed enough enemies, you can hit the number 5 button and strike somewhere on the battlefield, which must always be, I think, around one of those things we have to conquer. And then you can annihilate. You can destroy them pretty easily if they are not driving away, but most people don't recognize this somehow. Yet, the game mode is still pretty fresh, and they maybe don't know that this thing is existing, that Hyperion Strike. You can fuck them up pretty easily. And if you strike somewhere on the map, sometimes it's a good idea to teleport yourself somewhere else as well, so you can actually make sure they are not conquering 2 of those force fielded generators. And I'm pretty screwing up now. As you can see, I'm losing a lot of energy, and every time my shield is going down, I'm losing HP as well. So this time I was trying now to hide myself somehow, and they will try to attack me, and they have only one force field generator left, which they are attacking right now, but it's just 2 of them as far as I can see. The sentinels are still alive and give me some spot view range, some few possibilities, and I'm waiting now that my force field goes up again because I'm losing too much HP. So this one is going straight towards me and has to pay for it, but now they are completely surrounding me, and this one guy even has 2 of the boosters, no 3 even 3 of the boosters going on, which is giving him more damage. I think 75%. If you have 2 it's 50%, and it goes up with every destroyed shield 25%, but only if you are alive. If you're getting flanked out of the game, you lose it. And now I'm teleporting myself because I have nothing to do here. I have to defend the shield, which is almost destroyed. I know they will now conquer number A, but at least I can save number B now and get away from the most of the enemies. What the fuck, my aiming was pretty terrible. Yeah, and you don't use auto-aim. You can learn a lot from me in this game. Don't use auto-aim. Really take your time, take your chances, and aim carefully. The other problem was my fucking left mouse button wasn't working all the time. I think it's sometimes the case when you hit the number 2 skill and directly want to shoot afterwards. It's sometimes not working. I don't know if it's my PC, if it's my mouse, but it wasn't working. And now I'm in really big troubles. Losing lots of HP because they have of course destroyed that force field generator in the south. There's still 1 left, but I can defend now this one, and not too many enemies were around here, so I can get them 1 by 1, which is always something you should try, to get them all slowly 1 by 1, so they can't circle you and annoy you. And this guy was pretty pain in the ass as well, but of course he's playing it very good. He's trying to shoot me, just hold down and then disappear again. So I'm still have to survive 1 more minute. Have to hide behind that stone, and I'm almost done. I have only 800 HP left. Now I'm focusing this guy here, and the thing you can also do with the E-110, ramming. Ramming works pretty awesome. I don't know why. Maybe the static field around this thing is so powerful. They are normally exploding instantly, and this guy is now trying to get the shield and to flank me. But maybe this was his mistake now, because I can just completely go directly to him. My shield is up. I still have some HP left, 619. If your shield is up, you are really almost undestroyable. You can really go head on head towards them. So using now all I got and getting this guy out of the game, this was very important because he outplayed me there pretty good. Now time is running. I have to use the Hyperion Strike to save the last generator in the south, which we are trying to conquer right now. And I have to hide myself, so the time is running towards me. And now Hyperion destroyed them, and I won this so close, so closely, only with 500 HP. Very exciting battle for me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you could learn maybe something you can use in your battles as well. So thank you guys for watching, and cheers!